Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2022 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Capricorn and take a look at all things related to health, wealth, and abundance. So just a friendly reminder, these are general readings. Please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. Also, please do see the disclaimer as I am not a health professional, but we're going to dive into the area of health. Now, when we think of health, sometimes it's the physical, the sore back, the headaches, the surgeries, the illness that manifests outwardly, but sometimes we don't always focus on the internal, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, but also mental health. So we're going to take a look at your chakras today and what could manifest potentially if it hasn't already. But one of the questions you may be asking yourself is, am I on the right path? Now this has to do with that solar plexus area and the crown chakra. Are you listening to the divine channeled messages? Are you listening to your intuition? Do you feel that you are on the right path? Do you feel confident with the direction that you're going here? It says sometimes we second guess what we're doing and we lose trust in the process and question if we're even on the right path at all. Know this, Capricorn, that you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, and keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Some of you, when we feel like we're not trusting that we're on the right path, or we feel the challenges going on in life, we can manifest headaches in our crown chakra area, even our third eye between the eyes. This can impact vision. This can impact hearing. Any of those areas around that head space can tend to bring in a little bit of pain at times because we're not trusting or we're not envisioning what our future looks like. We may not know what direction to go here. And also solar plexus area, the belly. You may manifest at times physical illnesses regarding the belly, whether that is things that you are eating aren't agreeing with you. Maybe you're having a hard time with digestion. This can also be about gaining a little extra weight in that tummy area because you're not trusting in the process of life. You're not reclaiming your power, rising up and living the life that you want here. It says, today search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear, Capricorn. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. This is about you moving forward with ease. If a lot of you have been feeling stuck on your path, this can have to do with that root chakra energy of moving forward. Maybe you have had issues in the hips, the knees, the ankles, or the feet, whether it is something minor, such as stubbing your toe, or you've actually had surgery on your knees or your ankles or even your hips. That can be your body's way of forcing you to slow down, to really take inventory about what direction you want to go on from here on out. You are on the right path here. Do know that, Capricorn, but there may be some choices, some changes and decisions showing up for you in the month of June that will create more abundance in your life. Now, we also have, who am I ready to forgive? This stems in that heart chakra area. Sometimes when we hang on to forgiveness, we can create anxiety in the heart chakra, depression, or internally it can be about heart murmurs, heart attacks, anything with this heart. Hopefully it hasn't manifested in that energy for you at this time, but there may be something you're hanging on to, whether it's forgiving yourself or another person, or even a situation that has happened to you in the past. It says, I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. That's what I want you to focus on, Capricorn, in the month of June, because you do not have to let your past define who you are. You don't have to let the past define the moves that you make. You can use those past experiences to actually be the catalyst for you to make positive changes in your life. It says, is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or even yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become? And how is this resistance holding you from your soul's wants? So again, there may be a situation that you feel stuck in, whether physically stuck due to some sort of health issue, again, regarding that root chakra down to your feet, or it could be emotionally, you're feeling stuck in an area of your life, maybe in a relationship or in a job, or feeling stuck with maybe your children. They just gave me that somebody may have ghosted you, blocked you, or cut you off, and that may hold some heavy feelings in that heart chakra here. But remember, a lot of times when people ghost or people just cut you off, it is more about their own projections or their own triggers, really, than it has anything to do with you. And it says here, today's soul action, Capricorn, write a forgiveness letter, then practice the prayer, send it out to the universe and say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, even if you're saying that to yourself. Okay, because forgiveness is mostly for you, not the other person here. And it doesn't forgive the actions that somebody did, or it doesn't forgive the behaviors that they may have brought to your energy, but it is about just forgiving the situation because you've learned, grown, and evolved from it. And again, that can manifest in that heart area, and that can also be why you're not trusting in the process here of life. Are you on the right path? Did something shady come up? Was there some sort of betrayal, or was there some sort of energy where the people that were supposed to have your back or were supposed to love you, maybe they did something negative that really affected you, whether this was 5 days ago, 5 months ago, or 5 years ago? You may be hanging on to that energy. Next we have, am I focused on what I want? Capricorn, it's very important that you get clear. And remember earlier we were talking about that crown chakra and that third eye. Some of you, if you are having spotty vision, if you are having blurriness in your thinking, even maybe a foggy thinking, it could even be ringing in your ears, or it could manifest as sinus headaches as well for some of you. Again, do seek medical professional guidance. Full disclaimer, I am not a professional in that area, but this is all about you focusing on what you want, using that third eye to manifest. Even if you have to make a vision board, if you have to write down a 2022 bucket list, or what you would like to see happen in the next 5 years, it's very important to get clear and precise on what you want. And it says here, one reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power, and you are powerful, Capricorn. Don't ever forget that. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. And that is a quote from Tony Robbins. It's very important to get clear on what you want, clear on the kind of love that you want in your life, whether it's intimate, whether it's the love that you want with family members, your children, your parents, your coworkers. Maybe it's getting clear about how much money you want to make in your career, or what kind of career that you want for yourself, and taking action, taking charge, and bulldozing through fear. As I always say, false evidence appearing real, bulldozing through that. And on the other side of fear usually is that pot of gold, kind of like at the end of the rainbow, something very beautiful. And you actually, your soul grows every time you decide something is too much and you go through it anyway. It may be too fearful for you, or you may feel not confident, not ready. Maybe it's self-confidence issues, or could be even be ego for some of you. But I feel once you move past some sort of forgiveness, and once you allow the universe to come in and be your ally, you're going to see that things start to manifest more in your life, more abundance in whatever shape or form you want that to manifest as. It says, what you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? It's time to prioritize, Capricorn. And that's what I see you doing in the month of June. Once you prioritize, once you align yourself, once your actions match your beliefs, and you're in that energy of integrity here, forgive possibly situations that have happened, people, yourself, for not being where you would like to be at this point. Some of you are really hard on yourself. Some of you need to pay attention to the way you talk to yourself as well. Make sure you're telling yourself positive things, that you're proud of yourself, that you are successful, that you are lovable, that you are worthy. Tell yourself all those good things, even if you didn't hear them growing up. Let's take a look at the category of wealth. Now, when we think of wealth here, we're going to dive into money, career, finances. We have the cutlery, we have Buddha, and we have Clover. This is a beautiful energy to be in. Some of you are really focusing on your finances and wanting to manifest either more income, new sources of income, or are contemplating leaving a job and moving into something more fulfilling towards your life purpose here. So I do want you to know that everything that you have been through up until this point in your life, Capricorn, has been leading you directly to this point. You are on the right path. Your soul purpose, your life purpose, you're living it out here, but you're finally going to feel like you're aligned with it because you're moving through fear or you're moving through some obstacles that you have endured. Now, for some of you, this is about using the business tools that are available to you. This is about needing more money, but living well. I feel like you're figuring out how to master the law of attraction and manifestations. Now, some of you may have a job that is food related. They just showed me somebody eating right now. So maybe you have a plate of food or you're eating an apple or you could be cutting something up with a fork and a knife. Please take that as it resonates. But this is about soul provider and more work. Now, you may be the sole provider in your family, or you may be alone with your finances here, and you're just you're focusing on the tools needed and required to bring in more money. And I really love this because the next two cards, you have the Buddha and the Clover. So in the month of June, you're going through some major internal shifts that's going to allow manifesting to be easier for you. Now, the Buddha card talks about your life purpose. It talks about more than just money. This is about spiritual wealth as well. This is about you doing what it is that you love because you're finally focused on what it is that you want most. Some of you maybe are counselors, coaches. You may be therapists as well. You may be in the holistic field or the spiritual realm here, or you may be wanting to help empower other people. And in return, it helps you feel like you're living your soul's purpose. Now, for others of you, this is about you being divinely guided at this time, that you are on the right path. And it literally says divine path, and you have, am I on the right path? So you're going to see signs and synchronicities, symbols, numbers, feathers, coins, even looking up into the clouds. You may see a lot of different things taking shape for you in the month of June where you know you're on the right path, because a lot of you have been asking. And you're going to see that things are aligning up the way that they're supposed to. The right people show up at the right time. You may find yourself in at the right place at the right time, where somebody may say something, you overhear it, and it is the catalyst to start something new. Or you may be looking for a new job and boom, you see an advertisement wherever, and it's something that just popped up and you go for it and you're the first in line to achieve something or get something. For those of you entrepreneurs out there, there may be some new enlightenment, new energy coming through that crown chakra because you're finally clearing away the old, you're forgiving, you're aligning your heart and your head, and that is where miracles happen. Now, lastly here, we have the Clover showing up. Once you do the work here, which it looks like you are, once you get to that place of forgiveness, of acceptance, trust, but also focusing on what it is that you want to manifest in your life. And when I say get clear, this is about getting clear. How much money do you want to make in a week, in a month, in a year? What is it that you would like to be the main source of your income? What kind of people do you want to surround yourself with? If this is a love situation, ask yourself all the same types of questions. How does this make you feel being in this relationship? What are your top priorities? If they are trust, safety, stability, happiness, loyalty, all of those things, really come up with the feelings behind them, and then imagine your life having accomplished that already. Now, the Clover and Wealth does talk about lucky breaks. This is about you taking a risk or a gamble, good fortune, taking a chance on yourself because you deserve it, Capricorn. You've been through a lot here, I see. And the career does talk about outdoors energy. Maybe you have a career that has to do with maybe traveling. It could be outdoors energy, or maybe Maybe you want to do something that allows you to be outdoors or travel more. This can be a risky business, or there may be surprises showing up. Maybe there's a party or a networking event or something outdoors that leads you to a lucky break. Now this is really beautiful. The clover, they're actually showing me a 4-leaf clover that somebody may have tattooed, or maybe their nickname or your nickname is Lucky, or you've been called Lucky, or you've been told that you're very lucky. There could be something here because they're showing me that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And I feel like you've been chasing that pot of gold here, but you're finally catching that lucky break. So I really love this for you. Let's take a look at the category of abundance. Now, when we think of abundance, we think of a plethora in any area of our life, whether it's a thing physically, or whether it's an energy, or whether it's an emotion. It's anything that there is a surplus or an abundance of. And you have the great outdoors, you have memories, and you also have choices. So this is really beautiful energy here for you, because you just had the energy of outside or outdoors here, and now you have the great outdoors. So some of you are spending a lot more time in nature. You have the time to be in nature, or maybe you live in an area where it's nicer and you're able to get outside more. This does talk about solitude, taking a little bit of downtime, maybe disconnecting from the heavy burdens of life that we tend to sometimes carry with us. It's a perfect time to go hiking, to go camping, explore nature, do some grounding techniques, unplug, whether that's unplugging from, all electronics and going out into the unknown, or I should say the great outdoors here, or if you're just resetting and reboosting your energy by taking some time out and going towards water, but you're going to feel a sense of beautiful solitude, and you're going to feel the abundance all around you when you're out in nature. So this is really fantastic for you. Some of you may be guides. I just heard like a tourist guide, or you may want to bring people together, maybe through a retreat, or because they're giving me, show me those again, redwoods. Now I think the redwoods are out in California, but there maybe some of you are from California, going to California or going to the redwoods, or there could be an energy of you being near the redwoods. Now I don't know where else they grow. I'm sure a lot of different places, but I do feel for some of you, you're taking a little bit of a time to explore your nature, explore your surroundings. Some of you may be focusing on a move, or even moving to a place that has more open spaces. Now, next we have memories. There is an abundance of positive memories that you will be making for yourself in the month of June. I do see a lot of photographs being snapped. Some of you may be looking at photographs as well of good memories. I do feel that some of you even are recording your life in the month of June. It could be through a vlog, as it says here. It could be through even a memoir. You may be taking a look at the past and healing the past here, but you may be reminiscing the good old days or creating some more memories for the future. I feel a lot of you are taking a look at your life story. Some of you have a really, they're showing me up and down roller coaster. So some of you have a very up and down life story. You may have even been told or told yourself, I could write a book on the stories that I've been through. Or maybe some of you want to travel more outdoors and you want to start a blog, a YouTube channel, a vlog, or you want to share your story through a book or anything of that nature here. Now, lastly, we have choices. And we did talk about this earlier as well, having choices this month. I feel like these are positive choices. Now, you may have choices to stay or leave in a relationship, open your heart or keep it closed. You may have choices in career. There may be a few different opportunities that present themselves. Now, this does talk about decision making. If you've been sitting on a problem or sitting on some sort of choice, I feel June is going to be the month that gets rolling for you. For others, this is also about free will, alternatives, feeling between worlds. And it could be because you're graduating or stepping out from one thing and going into another. So again, a lot of you are between worlds at this time. There's change coming in here. But again, it's like that rainbow energy. And you're going to see that once you step into the light, or once you step into that sun energy, that you're going to feel that sense of abundance, happiness, success, good health. Some of you are healing more this month if you've been dealing with maybe a cold or something more serious. such as recovering from maybe a major surgery or anything of that nature. They just gave me, oh goodness, somebody may have just had chemotherapy. Now, whether that was you or whether that was you being there for somebody that just went through chemo, I feel like there's going to be a good recovery or a good healing in the month of June. So please take that as it resonates. You're bringing more balance to your world, Capricorn. And with this balance, you're actually making choices that are in your highest good. So even when we maybe fall down a path that's not in our best interest, or we don't listen to our intuition and we make choices, know that you're still on the right path, even when you take detours. You always end up back where you're supposed to be. And I feel June is one of those months where you're getting back on track. So I hope this resonates for you, Capricorn. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I am sending all of you wonderful Capricorns tons of love and light. Till next time.